Okay, guys. Yesterday we actually analyzed some assets yesterday, and I'm really happy they all played out well the way we had predicted. Okay, congratulations to those of you that actually picked up on those trades. Okay, so today we will check them out and see what we should expect today. And this will also give you an opportunity to learn the simple trading strategy which I have been using to analyze all these assets. But before I go fully into it, in case you are joining me for the first time, I welcome you all to Qora Digital Cash. And if you love the content you are getting from here, kindly give me a follow right now. Like this video and share this video with friends and family. If you have any question, please drop your question in the comment section or you reach out to me via WhatsApp. I will be there to reply you. Okay. So quickly, let's go straight into what we have right here. So let's start with the next 1,200. I'm on 15-minute time frame, and if you're wondering the setup I'm having on my chart, I'm using the 3M trend milker indicator. It is a custom made indicator and it helps us to analyze better. Okay, so quickly let's go straight into what we have right here. If you're having this indicator, tag along with me. If you're not, then you can with me via WhatsApp if you need one. Okay, so quickly, yesterday I told you that this was on full uptrend for a very long time. You can see it. Okay, and at this point it even broke out above the resistance zone on the daily time frame, and of course it got to this region. Okay, once that happened, this will turn out to be a support zone. Okay, because it is already above it. Okay, and like I said yesterday, it has not been able to break out above this resistance zone. So I drew out this horizontal line to show that, okay, if it breaks out below it, then definitely it's going to sell more. Okay, so this is very, very important. Okay, but if it does not, it will go back up and see if it can break out above this new resistance zone. Okay, but as you can see, it just broke out it broke out below it, and check it out, it sold for a very long time. Okay, that is the beauty of it, guys. That is the beauty of it. Okay, you can see how if you are traded it till this very end, then definitely this will have given you about 102 candles, and of course that's about 26,956 points. Okay, that's a lot of profit. Okay, and this is where I highlighted as our TP, and of course you can see how it got there successfully, and that's so amazing. Congratulations to those of you that actually picked up the trade. Okay, so if you are wondering the strategy which I'm using right here, okay, it is very simple. Just the trend. You can see it's got to the resistance zone. It's trying to sell. So in order for me to know when to jump into the trade, I have to draw this because it played around there for a very long time. So you draw out your trend line, and of course gives you your entry point immediately. After breaking and closing the candle below the trend line, then definitely you can go to it and set your stop loss also somewhere here. Okay, somewhere here, and of course that will have given you a lot of profit, and of course it gives a lot of profit at the end of the day, and that is the beautiful part of it. So immediately it got to this, you can see it pull back and maybe trying it again. If it breaks out from here, then we expect it to get to this region. However, this is going to be a very strong support zone. Okay, because it happened to be a resistance zone on a daily time frame before, but it got broken around here, so it returned back to be a support zone. So it might be difficult to break out from this particular support zone, but if it got broken, then we should expect more selling opportunity, and we might expect for a very long period of time, because it may likely target this. Okay, it won't be a smooth movement, but it will definitely first we expect it to get if it continues with this, we expect it to get to this spot and probably bounce back and try it out again to see if it will break out from there. Okay, so this is very, very important. So this is where we are expecting it to get to first. Okay, that is if it continues with the downtrend. Okay, but if it does not, then it will go back up right from there. Okay, so that is it. So now let's check out other assets. Okay, this is GainX 999. Okay, the last one we analyzed happened to be GainX 1200. This is GainX 999. This had been on downtrend, so till it got to this support zone, wasn't able to break out from there, so went back up again. But remember, this is a resistance zone on H4. Okay, so it will be a strong one. So it got there, was unable to break out from there, so had the pullback, went back up again, still unable to break out from there. It's going to be very difficult for it to break out. Okay, so that is what is sending it backward again. Okay, so it is selling at the moment and may likely gets to this particular spot. If it breaks out from here, then it's going to sell more. If it does not, it will go back up again and see if it can break out from this resistance zone. If it breaks out from here, then it's going to be on a very strong buy. Okay, so this is very, very important. Okay, so if you're having the custom made indicator, it will guide you right. Okay, so this is very, very important. This is another asset which we actually analyzed yesterday. So this is Pnex 1200. This was on downtrend right from here, and of course got to this region. Let me zoom it in just for us to see it clearly. Okay, so this was what we had before. Okay, and this was what we had before. Okay, so when it got here, it was unable to break out from this support zone. Tried to go back on uptrend, but right here I realized that we had a what's it called? A resistance zone there, because it was respected around there, and also around there. So I already have it at the back of our mind that it may likely respect it again. But if it breaks out above it, it's going to be a big buy. But if it does not, then it will come back, and that was what happened. So I drew out this trend line to mark out the trend support region. Okay, that okay, it's if it get back there, then it will go back up. But if it gets broken, then definitely it's going to sell more. But yesterday it got broken, and of course, check it out, it sold for a very long time and got to this support region. Okay, so that is how you analyze your assets. You analyze your asset using the trend trading strategy, and of course you can draw out your trend line on your horizontal lines just for you to know when to jump into the trade and when to leave the market. Okay, so this is very, very important, or just for you to confirm what your indicator is showing you. Okay, so that you can be on the right track totally, or have more assurance or confidence within the market. Okay, so this is very, very important. So right now the market is still ranging around there, playing around here, and of course trying to decide if it should break out below the support zone, or probably it should try and change the direction of the trend into an uptrend. Okay, so this is very, very important. You can wait for that to happen first before you jump into it, or you trade in between this channel. Okay, so this is very, very important. Let's move on to Pnex 999. Okay, you can see we are still using the same strategy, still the same trend trading strategy. Okay, yesterday this happened. It was an uptrend, but got to this resistance zone, wasn't able to break out above it, and of course it came back down. Okay, so I drew this trend line that once it breaks out below it, then it's going to give us a very good sell. Okay, and of course it broke out below it and jump into it, and of course check it out, it gave us a good sell at that point. Okay, a good selling points right from there to this very moment, and that is 65 candles, 51,891 points. Okay, that's a lot of profits for you guys. Okay, so if you should notice, it was unable to go below this because it played around there for so long. So you can just easily draw out your trend line just for you to mark out some places right from there. Okay, just for you to know how it works from there. Okay, so it was unable to break out from here, so it went back on uptrend and didn't go too far, and of course although far enough to give us some profit within the uptrend region, and came down again and this time around it's still selling, okay, even though trying to see if it will go back on uptrend again, because it just broke out from this particular trend line support, and definitely we should be checking out this horizontal support region, okay, right from there. Okay, so if it breaks out below this, it's going to sell more. If it does not, then it will go back on uptrend and see if it can move into full uptrend right from there. Okay, so this is very, very important. Okay, so you should understand that. Okay, so yesterday I also analyzed FX volume 80. Okay, this is FX volume 80. This has been on uptrend for some days, and of course, after getting to this resistance zone, it had a pullback, went back up again. And that yesterday I had to draw out this trend line and also this trend line. And of course, I said if it's unable to break out from there and it goes below this, then we should expect it to sell first to this particular trend line, then next to this particular horizontal line, okay, if it breaks out from there, okay. And as you can see, it played as predicted. It played out as predicted, even though it didn't get to this horizontal trend line. But if you had placed your first TP here, you would have built that, okay. It's almost great. I mean, it's almost it didn't get to the horizontal line, but it almost got there. And of course, it had a pullback and played around there. So it's trying to go back there right now. So we are still on track. Okay. We are still on track. So we still expect it to get to this. And if it breaks out from this particular horizontal line, then definitely we should expect it around here. Then you can now divide the TPs into two. Okay. First, we should have one around here, and of course second we can have the second one around there. So this is still a very good selling opportunity, most especially once it breaks out below this. Right now it is playing around there. It has been going up and down from here, so once it breaks out below it, then definitely it's coming down to this point, okay, and might want to have a little pullback before going down again to break out from there. And of course it will definitely get here. So right from there, what we are still expecting is for it to get to this particular point, okay, to this particular horizontal line. Okay, so this is very, very important, but it can only get to this point if it breaks out from here. Okay, so we should watch out for that. So if you are still holding your assets, your trade, then definitely you should be in huge profit right now. Okay, congratulations to you all. Okay, so guys, that is how it works generally. So if you have been applying this same strategy in your trading activities, I'm very sure you should have improved more in your trading activities right from there. Okay, so I will be stopping right here. Remember to give me a follow right now, like this video and share this video with friends and family. Drop your question down there in the comment section, or you reach out to me via WhatsApp. Okay, I will be stopping right here. Watch out for my next video. Until then, God bless.